يفيده بالقلب لا بناظره، ليس بمضطر إلى قماطره. فالتمس العلم وأجمل في الطلب، والعلم لا يحصل إلا بالأدب. الأدب النافع حسن الصمت، ففي كثير القول بعض المقت. فكن لحسن الصمت ما حييت، مقارنا تحمد ما بقيت.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد،
المعقد العاشر: ملازمة آداب العلم. قال ابن القيم في كتابه مدارج السالكين: آداب المرء عنوان سعادته وفلاحه، وخلة أدبه عنوان شقاوته وبراره وبواره. فما استجلب خير الدنيا والآخرة بمثل الأدب، ولا استجلب حرمانهما بمثل خلة الأدب. والمرء لا يسمو بغير الأدب، وإن يكن ذا حسب ونسب.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today the ma'aqid number 10 is to actually sticking to manners of knowledge. Ibn al-Qayyim in his book rahimahullah in Kitab Madarij Salikin is a big book. في مقامات إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. He says the manners of a person is a sign of his happiness and success. And lack of manners, it is a sign of his wretchedness and destruction. And you cannot get the good things in this dunya, goodness of this dunya, and akhirah as well, by having manners. And you cannot deprive yourself of the goodness of dunya and akhirah except by having bad manners. And there the Sha'ir say, وَالْمَرْءُ لَا يَسْمُو بِغَيْرِ الْأَدَبِ وَإِنْ يَكُنْ ذَا حَسَبٍ وَلَا نَسَبٍ. He said a person will not be elevated without manners, even if he has high ancestry and lineage. Actually, hasab is also ancestry, is related to lineage, both of them.
وإنما يصلح للعلم من تأدب بآدابه في نفسه ودرسه ومع شيخه وقرينه. قال يوسف بن الحسين: بالأدب تفهم العلم، لأن المتأدب يرى أهلا للعلم لأن المتأدب يرى أهلا للعلم فيبذل له، وخليل الأدب يعز العلم أن يضيع عنده. ومن هنا كان السلف رحمهم الله يعتنون بتعلم الأدب كما يعتنون بتعلم العلم.
He said, the Sheikh, it's knowledge is only suitable to be given the person who has his manners in his self and in his lesson, and with his sheikh and with his colleagues. Because when you're studying, you are studying with people. Like here, you have your colleagues here, and you have someone teaching you. I mean, someone teaching doesn't have to be a scholar, but he's a sheikh. And also in yourself and in the dars, you should have adab. And knowledge will be good for you if you have adab. Also, another thing is, he say Yusuf ibn Hussein rahimahullah, he say bil adab tafham al ilm. With adab, with manners, you will understand the knowledge. لأن المتأدب يرى أهلا للعلم. Why do you understand more if you have manners? Because the person teaching you, in the past, people used to teach knowledge. It was for free, for the sake of Allah. And knowledge of the deen, if someone can teach for the sake of Allah, that's the best. So we are conveying the message. So when you're giving the message and you give him for free and only for the purpose of for seeking Allah's pleasure, then if you see someone have good manners, you will think, oh, this person is good to carry knowledge. A good person like this who has manners, if I give him knowledge, he's going to spread it as well appropriately, and he's going to be trustworthy. So people will teach you if you have good manners. But if you don't have good manners, or if we don't have good manners, the people will think that this knowledge is more valuable than being wasted with this person. If I give this person who has no manners, if I give him the knowledge, he's going to waste it. Maybe he's going to misuse it to reach high levels, or to please people, or to make money. So people wouldn't teach him. Good scholars or good sheikhs wouldn't teach someone who has no adab. ومن هنا كان السلف رحمهم الله يعتنون بتعلم الأدب كما يعتنون بتعلم العلم. The Salaf, may Allah have mercy on them, they used to put a lot of emphasis in learning the manners, just like the way they learn the knowledge. قال ابن سيرين, he's quoting Ibn Sirin رحمه الله. He said كانوا
نعم. قال ابن سيرين كانوا يتعلمون الهدي كما يتعلمون العلم، بل إن طائفة منهم يقدمون تعلمه على تعلم العلم. قال مالك بن أنس لفتى من قريش: يا ابن أخي، تعلم الأدب قبل أن تتعلم العلم. وكانوا يظهرون حاجتهم إليه. قال مخلد بن حسين لابن مبارك يوما: نحن إلى كثير من الأدب أحوج منا إلى كثير من العلم، وكانوا يوصون به ويرشدون إليه.
قال ابن سيرين رحمه الله, Ibn Sirin, he said they were learning the manners the way they learned the knowledge. بل إن طائفة منهم, some of them, they used to learn manners before seeking knowledge. Malik ibn Anas rahimahullah, he told a youth from Quraysh, oh, my brother's son, learn the adab before you learn the knowledge. And they used to show that they really need knowledge, manners. Makhlad ibn Hussein told Ibn Mubarak one day that we need a lot of adab. We need more, okay, we're so in need of a lot of adab than needing a lot of knowledge. And they used to advise each other and guide each other to go and learn adab. Malik said, كانت أمي تعممني.
قال مالك: كانت أمي تعممني وتقول لي: اذهب إلى ربيعة، تعني ابن أبي عبد الرحمن فقيه أهل المدينة في زمنه، فتعلم من أدبه قبل علمه، وإنما حرم كثير من طلبة العصر العلم بتضييع الأدب. أشرف الليث ابن سعد على أصحاب الحديث، فرأى منهم شيئا كأنه كرهه، فقال: ما هذا؟ أنتم إلى يسير من الأدب أحوج منكم إلى كثير من العلم. فماذا يقول الليث لو رأى حال كثير من طلاب العلم في هذا العصر؟
So Malik said, my mother used to put amama on me. Amama, you know, the people wear the amama. And used to tell me, go to Rabi'a. Rabi'a, his name was Ibn Abi Abdurrahman, the faqih of Medina in his time. Malik was going to Rabi'a and told Malik, go and learn from his adab before his knowledge. You see, mothers have a big role in making children have good manners, have good knowledge. So usually people learn from their mothers. The mother will tell you, go and learn this, go and learn that. If someone doesn't have a good mother, usually it affects how they are. And that's why we should choose good wives. so that our children can actually get good teaching. Because one day someone was asking someone who has hikmah. He said, my son is 7 and is not behaving well. What shall I do? Can you teach me something? He told him, it's too late. Your son is 7? It's too late. And then he told him, okay, when do I start? He said, before you choose your wife, you should start. First, you should choose a good wife. So if you chose a bad wife already, it's too late now. So that's very, very important. Even in the books of, raising children, the first point it's written in that book, say choosing a good wife. It talks about choosing a wife, and later it talks about how to teach your kids. So وإنما حرم كثير من طلبة العصر العلم بتضييع الأدب. Many of knowledge seekers of today, they have been deprived because of neglecting the manners. أشرف الليث ابن سعد على أصحاب الحديث. Layth bin Sa'd, he was supervising the people of hadith, and he saw something that he didn't like, and he said, what's this? And he said, أنتم إلى يسير من الأدب أحوج منكم إلى كثير من العلم. Your need for a little bit of manners is more important than you needing a lot of knowledge. So you need a little bit of manners than your need for a lot of knowledge. So what would Layth say if he saw the situation of many of knowledge seekers today?
المعقد 11 صيانة العلم عما يشين. صيانة العلم عما يشين مما يخالف المروءة ويخرمها. من لم يصن العلم لم يصنه العلم. قال الشافعي: ومن أخل بالمروءة بالوقوع فيما يشين فقد استخف بالعلم فلم يعظمه ووقع في البطالة. فلم يعظمه ووقع في البطالة فتفضي به الحال إلى زوال اسم العلم عنه. قال وهب بن منبه: لا يكون البطال من الحكماء وجماع المروءة كما قال ابن تيمية الجد في المحرر وتبعه حفيده في بعض فتاويه استعمال ما يجمله ويزينه وتجنب ما يدنسه ويشينه. قيل لأبي محمد سفيان بن عيينة: قد استنبطت في القرآن كل شيء فأين المروءة؟ من القرآن كل شيء فأين المروءة فيه؟ فقال في قوله تعالى: خذ العفو وأمر بالعرف وأعرض عن الجاهلين ففيه المروءة وحسن الأدب ومكارم الأخلاق.
Okay. I need to. Okay, so you can see this PowerPoint, right?
No.
Okay, maybe I haven't shared. Okay, let me see. Can you see it? I'm sharing something. Yes. Oh, you can see it. Yes. Oh, you can see it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. I think PowerPoint, I'll use it for summary. Okay. So what we did in the first market today was talking about manners. So we talked about Ibn Qayyim. We quoted Ibn Qayyim that manners signifies success and happiness. We also say that knowledge is understood only with manners. Yusuf ibn al-Hussein. And the Salaf prioritized manners over knowledge. Also, Ibn Sirin said that they used to learn manners just like they learn knowledge. Also, Malik bin Anas, learning manners before knowledge. Malik bin Anas was quoted. And now we're going to talk about protecting knowledge from blemishes. So, okay, so من لم يصن العلم لم يصنه العلم. So this Amaqid is talking about protecting the knowledge from which that blemishes it. So something that goes against muru'ah and oppose muru'ah. So the one who doesn't protect the knowledge doesn't protect him. Imam Shafi'i said, rahimahullah, the one who doesn't have muru'ah by doing things that are embarrassing, so something that blemishes knowledge, so ruining muru'ah and falling into things that blemishes him, then he has belittled knowledge, فقد استخف بالعلم, and has not glorified the knowledge, and he will fall into idleness, and he will end up in losing the knowledge. Wahb bin Munabbih said, لا يكون البطال من الحكماء. An idle person will not be wise. And also the whole affair of muru'ah summarized is the way Ibn Taymiyyah al-Jadd, the grandfather, because there's two Ibn Taymiyyah. There's Ibn Taymiyyah is the grandfather, and the Ibn Taymiyyah which is grandson. So the grandfather himself, in his kitab Al-Muharrar, Ibn Taymiyyah, he said, what did he say? His grandson also mentioned in his fatwa. He said the meaning of muru'ah is to use what makes you beautiful. I mean your manners. We're not talking about appearance. And also avoiding that will make you look bad. So استعمال ما يجمله, using what will adorn you and beautify, and staying away from things that tarnish and blemish. He was told, Muhammad ibn Abi Sufyan ibn Uyayna, he was told, you're very good at interpreting the Quran. Everything you interpret, where is the muru'ah in the Quran? He said, خُذِ الْعَفْوَ وَأَمُرْ بِالْعُرْفِ وَأَعْرِضْ عَنِ الْجَاهِلِينَ. That means show forgiveness and enjoy what is good, and avoid people who are ignorant, the jahil. Stay away from the foolish. Don't punish them, just stay away from them. So in here, he said there's muru'ah and good adab and akhlaq. Because khud al-afwa. Another sheikh explained al-afwa is not just forgiveness, is to, what do you call it, al-taghaful, to ignore some habits that people show. You know, some people, they don't have good manners. They come from different countries and they have different cultures. Maybe their culture to you is rude, but they don't mean it. So just ignore it, because if you keep criticizing them, it's going to cause a lot of tension, friction. So khud al-afwa, just accept people the way they are, and do not get angry. Like for example, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, once someone came from Bedouin. He lives in a rural area, and he came to the Prophet. He needed some money, or he needed some sheep. He held the Prophet Muhammad by his collar, by force, until Prophet Muhammad's face became red. And he told him, give me what Allah gave you. And some Sahaba, they were angry. They wanted to take the guy and stop him and maybe beat him up. But Prophet Muhammad said, don't leave, just give him some sheep. He was given, and he went peacefully. So Prophet Muhammad knew that people in the rural area, that's their manners. That's how they behave. So if he started to challenge him, he would misunderstand. And he would think that these people are not accepting him. And they'll say, he's the Prophet of Allah. He's treating me like this. He wouldn't know that he did something wrong. So it's like that. For example, in the mosque, that a person came from the Bedouin as well. He urinated in the mosque. And Sahaba, they were angry. They wanted to take some action, but they were blaming him. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, just take water, a bucket of water, and pour over it. They poured a bucket of water, and then the Prophet ﷺ spoke to him and told him, this is a mosque. You shouldn't be urinating here. It is not a place for urination. And then the person who came from Arabi, he was so happy the way the Prophet spoke to him. And he said, may Allah have mercy on me and Prophet Muhammad, no one else. So that's how he said, but of course, Allah Rahmah is wasi'. But he just made it like that because he was so angry with these people, the way they treated him. So we should, yes, really care so much about understanding people. And
نعم. ومن ألزم آداب النفس للطالب تحليه بالمروءة وما يحمل عليها وتنكبه خوارمها التي تخل بها كحلق لحيته أو كثرة الالتفات في الطريق أو مد الرجلين في مجمع الناس من غير حاجة ولا ضرورة داعية أو صحبة الأراذل والفساق والمجان والباطلين أو مسارعة والبطالين أو مسارعة الأحداث والصغار.
From the most important etiquettes for students upon himself is that he adorns himself with muru'ah and that which leads to it, and that he stays far away from those things that tarnishes it, like shaving his beard. Yes, like shaving his beard, that's not good muru'ah. And also turning around a lot when you're walking. So looking around plentifully in the street and spreading his feet while in a gathering. So if you're sitting with people, to make your to spread your feet, sitting like without folding your feet is not good. It's not adab. And also, if there's no need or there's no necessity. Also having bad friends. Yes, having bad friends, suhbat al-aradil, people of low manners. So lowly people and sinful people and people who are shameless, the idle people, competing with the young and small. Also, it's not good. Musara'a usually means wrestling, the word musara'a. Also, there was a story, but I don't know. I was told it was attributed to Imam Malik, but I haven't double-checked the authenticity. Let's just take it. It's just someone. It happened when Sheikh was teaching and he was so tired and he wanted to spread his leg. So he he was folding his leg, but then he madda rijlahu. So he straightened his legs, yes, while sitting because he's really tired. And he knew these are just my students. He's okay, I can do it. And later someone new came in and was sitting in the lesson. And the Sheikh said, maybe this person knows more than me. So he folded his legs. And then later that person asked a stupid question and the Sheikh knew that that person doesn't have knowledge. Then the Sheikh, he said, now it's time for me to straighten my legs. So the lesson ends here. رب زدنا علما وارزقنا فهما يا رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Please log in again. The second point is protecting knowledge from which that blemishes it. And so here we have muru'ah, integrity. Imam Shafi'i also mentioned that, yes. Ibn Taymiyyah said, avoid what tarnishes and beautify yourself with dignity. Also, example of tarnishing muru'ah is associating with idle and shameless individuals. And improper behavior in public setting. On a Quranic basis, the verse is show forgiveness, enjoying what is good, and turn away from the foolish. Includes muru'ah, etiquettes, and lofty manner, Sufyan ibn Uyayna. And yes, this is the end of the lesson now, for real.